Hi everyone, my name's Eric with Columbia Water Restoration. We want to take this time and just do a quick experiment with you to show you exactly what happens to your walls when they get wet. So I have a standard piece of drywall here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it into this bucket of water, and this is going to simulate your house getting flooded. And I'm going to take this out here in a second, and I'm just going to mark the start line so we know where exactly the water level was when we started. Okay, so here's our start line, and again, we're just going to stick it in this tub of water, and we're going to let it run for an hour. And typically, people don't find out that their house is flooded right away. It takes some time. Either they're outside or maybe they're away from home. So we're going to let this go for 1 hour, and then we're going to assess the damage to the drywall. All right, so drywall's been in there for 1 hour. And as you can see, the moisture content is already wicked up slightly, visibly above that start line. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a non-penetrating moisture meter. Okay, what this is, it senses moisture through this pad in the back. You can see my hand has moisture in it, and when I contact my hand, an alarm sounds and the meter goes up. That tells me that there's moisture content in my hand. So what you'll find is you can see this visible water here, but as we dive in a little deeper, you can tell that the moisture content has wicked up higher than what you might just see there on the exterior. So we'll start here, move our way down. Okay, so right about there, and again, it's in the middle of the meter, so we're talking about right here. That's about 1.5 inches that water has wicked up the side, and you can see that the moisture content line is about right there. So even though you can't see it on the front, the moisture has wicked up considerably higher than where we started. So I'm gonna mark this line, and I'm gonna put it back in there, and we'll set it for another hour, and we'll see how much higher it goes. All right, so we have our line here at 1 hour. That's how high the moisture has wicked up so far, and we're gonna stick it back in here, and we're gonna let it go for another hour. Here we go. Alright, so it's now 2 hours, and we're going to do the same thing and see how far up the water has wicked up the drywall. Alright, so here's our piece of drywall. Here's our mark from our first hour. This is now the second. It's been in the water for 2 hours now. And let's see how far up that moisture content has gone. Alright, so right about there. Remember that this takes a measurement in the middle of the meter. So it's not quite as high up as the first hour, but it did go up a little bit more, and I'm going to go ahead and mark that so we can see it better. Alright, so we have our 2 hour mark here. You can see that the water continued to go up the drywall. Didn't go up as fast as the first hour, but if we were to leave this in the water, you can be assured that that water is going to continue to go higher and higher up the drywall. So some things to note here is that if this was in your home, typically you don't have just bare drywall in your house. You have a layer of paint, or you have wallpaper or something coating your walls. And you also have baseboards, which typically cover up the bottom portion of your drywall. You might not know, if you had water in your home, that it climbed up the drywall. Because you cannot see this visible spot. We get this a lot. We have customers come to us and say, well, my walls didn't get wet. I don't see any visible spots or watermarks or anything like that. And then we get to the job and we use our equipment, and we can determine that that drywall is in fact wet. And if this drywall is left wet in your home over time, especially this paper portion of the drywall and the backing of the drywall, over time it is most certainly going to start growing microbial growth and mold. So it's vital that if you have water in your home, you have a trained professional come out that's got moisture meters, and they can determine areas that are wet and areas that are not. And that way you can dry the drywall out properly and make sure that there's no possibility of growth later down the road. Alright, so that's all we wanted to show you today. If you have any questions about water restoration, or perhaps you come home and your basement's flooded, or possibly it could be a family or friend, please have them give us a call at 424-1000. We offer free estimates, 24/7 emergency service, so if you call us up in the middle of the night, we'll make sure to get somebody out to you right away and get you taken care of. Even if you're the kind of do-it-yourselfer kind and you're looking to save a buck, we are more than happy to come to your house and tell you what areas are wet and what areas aren't, and give you advice about how to go about drying things out. We really just want people living in clean and healthy environments. So you can check us out online at columbiacarpet.net. For those of you who don't know, Columbia Water Restoration is a part of Columbia Carpet Cleaning and Columbia Carpet. So we also clean carpet and upholstery and tile, as well as sell and install flooring, all different types of flooring. So you can check us out online at columbiacarpet.net, or you can give us a call at 424-1000. Thanks for watching.